I think it's pretty safe to say that when we examine the Star Wars sequel trilogy, a lot of fans have had many different issues with The Last Jedi, The Force Awakens, and even The Rise of Skywalker that released not too long ago back in December of 2019. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one thing about Episode 9 is that we do know that a lot of people either loved it or hated it. That's pretty much the general idea of what the Star Wars community looks at Star Wars Episode 9 as, is that it's a movie where you can view it as a love or hate movie. And to me, I had a lot of mixed emotions going throughout that film as I went over in my initial review and my reaction for Episode 9. You know, there's a lot of scenes that I love and hate in there, and it's a very complex movie. For me to say that I 100% enjoy, in which I don't, I think it's a decent Star Wars movie with a lot of flaws, and I do believe it's better than both The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens. There's a lot of scenes that are very well done, there's a lot of scenes that are very poorly done. So, looking at everything with Kathleen Kennedy and, of course, Disney CEO Bob Iger, we do know that a lot of changes are being made to Star Wars as we speak. This is a big deal because they are currently developing the new Star Wars universe, also known as the new expanded universe. It's going to consist of movies, TV shows, books, novels, video games, so on and so forth. That's going to all interconnect with each other. That's really going to make up the new Star Wars universe. So, the thing that really strikes me, the thing that really stands out to me the most here is exactly how they're going to handle the franchise moving forward. Now that both Disney and Lucasfilm are done with the sequel trilogy and are moving on to the future of the franchise with their new Star Wars universe, many fans have been very curious about how Disney and Lucasfilm are set to handle the franchise. One of the big plans by Disney is to have Lucasfilm handle the Star Wars franchise in a more responsible way for hardcore fans, and that the first major step to doing that is that Bob Iger is said to be on the lookout for a replacement for Kathleen Kennedy at some point in 2021 in order to have somebody else as head of Lucasfilm when Kathleen Kennedy's contract is up in 2021. Not only that, but Kathleen Kennedy is said to no longer be involved on a creative level for any projects that are currently in early development right now that will be released sometime after 2021. This is Disney's way in order to ensure that they can create a different tone for the Star Wars franchise and its core fans. Now, it's noted that with Kathleen Kennedy's leadership changing with what she is able to do, not just that, but also Disney CEO Bob Iger is said to be leaving Disney and the Star Wars brand in 2021 next year, and that Bob Iger is prepping what would actually be best for Star Wars before he leaves. It's said to be one of the main reasons as to why he is allowing both Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau to have creative control over Star Wars for all projects moving forward after Episode 9. With Disney's CEO said to be replacing Bob Iger in 2021, which is the current plan, Star Wars will be handled in a completely different way, and that Bob is actually said to only want the best for Star Wars of what he leaves behind and to ensure exactly who can have creative control over at Lucasfilm before and after he leaves next year. So, this is the thing about Star Wars right now, is that a lot of changes, a lot of adjustments are being made to Lucasfilm because of Disney and exactly what Bob Iger is prepping for the future. Now, Bob Iger, initially said that he was going to leave in 2019. That did not end up being the case. He extended his contract. Now it's official. He will be stepping down sometime in 2021. It's been a big story for quite some time that has been developing. It's a very interesting thing here. Bob Iger's been with Disney for quite a long time now, and the fact that we're going to be getting a new CEO, it really does worry some fans, including myself, because who is going to really replace Bob Iger? And how well is he really going to perform, or she is going to perform at the, very top of Disney, running everything Star Wars, running everything Marvel, and exactly what that's going to look like, right? So, when we look at everything here, the fact that he's moving away from Star Wars next year in 2021, we're not exactly quite sure when that's going to be next year. It could be quarter 1, 2, 3, or 4, but the fact that Kathleen Kennedy will no longer have creative control over any projects that are currently in early development as we speak after 2021, as of right now, that's a great thing. The fact that she no longer has creative control over projects that are being developed right now as we speak, except for the ones that will release in 2021. So, for example, that's like the Kenobi series, that's like the Mandalorian Season 2, she's going to have some form of control over that. and she will also have some form of control over the said Star Wars Rebels TV series, the sequel series, to come out sometime apparently later this year during the winter of 2020. So that's the thing here. We do know that Disney and Lucasfilm, they are really trying to create a different Star Wars brand. They want to evolve the franchise, and a part of this major shift all has to do with Kathleen Kennedy, you know, getting a replacement, and Disney CEO stepping down from Star Wars, stepping down from Marvel and everything Disney. So with that being said, guys, I would really like to hear what each and every one of you have to say about this below in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.